A bullet meant to kill him stopped. A Quran he hadn't touched in years began to glow, and a voice in the ruins whispered his name. Ameer Qasim was no ordinary soldier. He had blood on his hands and silence in his heart. But in the middle of a desert war zone, a miracle found him. A child with silver eyes appeared and vanished. A figure cloaked in shadows handed him a scroll. He thought it was the end, but it was just the beginning of his journey back to Allah. This isn't just a story. It's a reminder that no soul is too lost for his mercy. Watch till the end, and you'll never look at prayer the same way again. The battlefield was a strange place for reflection. But for Ameer Qasim, a seasoned soldier with muscles carved by war and a face weathered by dust and time, the moment had arrived. The sun dipped low behind the dunes, staining the sky in a furious orange, as if it too mourned the cost of war. The scent of gunpowder, blood, and silence lingered in the air. Silence that screamed. Ameer sat beneath a broken pillar of what once was a mosque, now reduced to jagged stone and ash. He ran his fingers over a bullet lodged in his vest pocket. Had it been an inch to the left, he would have been dead. But he wasn't. Not yet. His unit had gone ahead. He'd told them he needed to scout a different path. But in truth, he needed solitude. The whispers had started again. It began 6 nights ago. The first time, he thought it was a dream. A voice, low, echoing, laced with sorrow and strength, had called out his name, Ameer. He jolted awake, sweat freezing on his spine, his rifle clutched against his chest. But the camp was quiet. Only the stars stared back. The second night, it returned. Ameer, return. He had sat up, whispering prayers his mother had taught him as a child in Syria before the war consumed their village. Back then, the Quran was something his mother recited when she missed his father. Now, the pages lay forgotten in his pack, unopened for years. Tonight, the voice returned, but different, stronger, closer. He heard it again as the wind passed through the ruined mosque. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Ameer's heart pounded. Someone was reciting Surah al-Ikhlas, but there was no one there. He stood up, clutching his rifle tightly, and scanned the area. Shadows danced across broken stones. The desert beyond the mosque was empty. Then came the scent, one that didn't belong. Roses, fragrant, warm, holy. His knees buckled. He dropped to the ground. "Who's there?" he shouted, trembling. Silence. Then, the faint echo of Adhan. Not from any minaret. From within. He shut his eyes tightly. Was he losing his mind? Or was something reaching out from beyond the veil of this brutal world? He thought back to the boy. Just 3 nights ago, during a raid on an abandoned town, they had found him, a young child, no more than 8, sitting alone amidst rubble, humming a nasht. His eyes were silver, not gray but silver, otherworldly. When Ameer approached, the boy looked directly into his eyes and said, "The one who forgets his rab will be reminded by fire or by mercy." He vanished before anyone else could see him. Since then, the whispering had grown stronger. Ameer couldn't sleep. He couldn't eat. But he also couldn't deny the feeling blooming in his chest, something he hadn't felt since he was a child. Longing. He pulled out the tattered Quran from his backpack. Dust clouded its cover. With trembling hands, he opened it. His eyes fell upon a verse. "And whosoever fears Allah, he will make for him a way out." Surah at 65:2. His breath caught. Something cracked within him. The armor he had built over years of bloodshed and bitterness shattered silently. Suddenly, the wind picked up. The temperature dropped. From the shadows of the broken mihrab emerged a figure cloaked in black. Ameer aimed his weapon instinctively. "Don't," came the voice, gentle yet commanding. The figure raised its hand. No face, just void. But the presence wasn't demonic. It was sorrowful. Ancient. "Who are you?" Ameer asked, voice quivering. "I'm what your soul fears and what it craves. I am the echo of your forgotten prayers. I am a mercy you asked for when your mother died." Ameer lowered his rifle. "Are you an angel? Are you an angel?" The figure didn't answer. It walked forward, placing a scroll wrapped in green silk in front of him. "Recite this before far, or face what you fear most." And then nothing. The figure was gone. Ameer sat frozen. He opened the scroll. Inside were verses, ayatulkursi, the last verses of surahbaqarah, and a short dua. It was written in his mother's handwriting. He wept. That night, he did as he was told. For the first time in years, he prayed. The dawn broke differently, not with crimson fire, but with a soft golden hue. He felt warmth in his chest, light, searing, and healing. His unit returned, and he marched with them. But now he heard the voice constantly guiding him. Then came the day of the ambush. His unit was surrounded, trapped. Mortars rained down. Screams tore through the air. Ameer stood in the middle, reciting ayatulkursi at the top of his lungs. A shell landed directly in front of him, but did not explode. His men looked at him as if he were no longer just a soldier. When the dust cleared, only Ameer's unit remained alive. The enemy had vanished. The official report listed it as a miraculous strategic retreat. But Ameer knew. Allah had intervened. From that day, he was different. He carried no weapon but the Quran. He fought no more battles of the body, only of the soul. He left the army, built a masjid in the same ruins where the voice first spoke, and spent his life telling his story. Some believed him. Some thought him mad. But every night, as the desert wind whispered through the palm trees, he would smile. Because the voice had never left, and neither had the mercy. If the story moved something in your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment with Ya Allah. Guide us all, and let this message reach someone who needs it. Subscribe to Deen in Minute for more stories that bring your heart closer to your Creator.